Alright y'all, this is going to be a video on the bike, something different than I'm used to, for sure, because I've never even rode a bike. Now I'm sanding one, prepping one for paint. I have done paint work though, so that's a good start. I kind of got this side taped up. The plan here is to paint all this stuff like it was. I couldn't strip all this stuff off or scrape it, so I'm just gonna sand it. And then they sanded this down to bare metal and I scraped it and it started to rust a little bit, but you can see where they didn't sand it all down. So literally the only thing I'm painting is from here down. I'm not even painting this. I'm taping that all up, and I'm gonna paint the swing arm on this side. But I'm pretty much taping everything off. This side was the factory silver paint still, so it just sanded down pretty smooth. Okay guys, in no way am I saying that this is the right way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. I still gotta do the double layer. Kind of like put another piece up here just so I don't get anything overspray wise, but I think I'm just gonna skip straight to the black. I'm not even gonna prime it. To be honest, I think that it'll stick as long as I do some pretty thin coats. Probably do like 2, maybe 3 pretty thin coats, and on areas like the sprocket, I'm just gonna hold a piece of cardboard up and paint around. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on this, so it's still gonna look good either way. But yeah, I'm about to wipe it down and start painting. Okay, here it is. Just got one coat on it so far. I think it turned out pretty good. And I know I held the paper up a lot more on the other side or on this side than this side over here, but it seemed like there was like less. I know I oversprayed the engine just a little, and I'm going to just put some brake cleaner on a rag and wipe it as best I can, because I know that the fairings cover most of it. So I just really painted the part you could see, and it turned out pretty good. So I'm happy with it, and that's one more thing out of the way. So it's gonna look cool. There's the primer, paint, and clear coat. Filler primer, Rust-Oleum Automotive. High build, fills surface imperfections, perfect. Then I got gloss. It's basically what I thought looked like Nardo gray. It's called Gloss Smoke Gray. And I love these Rust-Oleum cans. The tips spray good, everything's good with them. I don't use clear a lot, so it'll be interesting. The fairings aren't nice. I mean, They're not beat up or anything, but they're just like they're cheapos. I didn't really want to put a bunch of time into them, so I figured that, I mean, if it doesn't even look perfect, I'm not sweating it. Like, I know this bike's not gonna bring a bunch of money or anything, so this is kind of just to get it moved, really. But I also have a big thing about just like rattle bombing something and making it look like you just rattle bombed the damn thing to sell it. So I usually like to leave wear marks on stuff, just simply so it doesn't look like I'm trying to cover anything up, because I'm not. I mean, I'll of course tell anybody anything that happens with this thing, and I'm not going to let it go till it's perfect so we can get the most out of it. I'm going to let her ride it and test it out, make sure everything's good with it before we even think about putting it up. But I know I'm taking forever to get it done. I've been focusing on the C10 a lot, but I'm back on this thing now, for now at least. Went ahead and got some of the parts in here. Gauge bezel, the front fender, some filler panels, and the windshield. Most of this is gonna just get cleaned up. I think I might spray this black. I think it would look really good with a fresh coat on it, but I'm gonna see after I clean it up. Same with these. These will all probably just get cleaned up, but I am gonna strip the fender down. I haven't decided if I wanna go with the gray on it or black. Probably black, just so I don't have to do so much work to it. But really, other than that, this is the last piece that I have to do a bunch of work to. I got this stuff here from my buddy Josh Howell. Rapid remover, adhesive remover. This is the good stuff. I wanted to go ahead and get this stuff up here, so I'll at least get a move on cleaning it up and have basically some stuff like ready to go, because I need to make some progress. But the paint was a big one. Turned out pretty smooth. It's the same Rust-Oleum, but semi-gloss black. I love using the semi-gloss stuff. Not too shiny to show all the imperfections, but not flat. It's like perfect. It's gonna look great.